When my son was in the hospital, he had a Broviac in his chest. A Broviac is what they pump the chemo through and draw blood from. Now, mind you, he had a needle that was this long going through his heart. And my son had to have that needle in while he was fighting cancer the entire time. The entire time. And on his fourth round, there was a doctor, this is the head oncologist, he comes in the door and he's checking my son out. Me and my wife were sitting there, we said, listen, can you give my son an x-ray? Because we believe he has like a cough that's not normal. Now for any parent in the room, you know your child, right? You know if there's something wrong with your child and you're not a doctor, but you know if there's something wrong with your child. Like that's just human nature right there, right? So he says, I'm not going to give him an x-ray. And my mama's in the room and I'm like, all right, I got respect. I'm not going to go off on this guy. Positivity, Kenny. I said, sir, can you please just do the x-ray just so we have peace of mind? Parents, we just want peace of mind, right? He says, no. I'm not going to give him the x-ray. He doesn't need an x-ray because he doesn't have any symptoms. But that's not what I asked you. I asked you for an x-ray. He denies us again. So, okay. He leaves the room. At the time, we said, is there like someone above you that we can speak to? He says, no, I'm the head oncologist. Oh, really? Well, I'm the head over my son. So he leaves the room. Now, at the time, my wife is very, very upset, disappointed. And young men, when you get a wife, understand this. They have this term called happy wife, happy life type of thing. Yeah, you might want to make sure that wifey is happy at home at all times, because it can get a little bit testy for you, all right? So check it out. So I go, real quick. So I go, we leave the room. She's upset. She's talking to the head nurse. I see the same doctor comes out of another room. I walk up to him, man to man. I said, sir, I said, you're not the one that has to stay here. You're not the one that has to be in this hospital away from his other 3 kids. My son has a cough that I'm not comfortable with. And I'm just asking for an x-ray. It's nothing on you. It's just peace of mind for me and my wife. I'm just asking for an x-ray. That's it. I said, you see my wife right there? She's sitting there and she's crying. I gotta deal with that. I gotta sleep with her at night, not you. At least I hope not. But I said, sir, can you please give us the x-ray? And I had to come at him in a way that was a little out of character, but I had to get my point across, and he was like, okay, I'll grant you the x-ray. I said, that's all I'm asking. Why I gotta boss up on you? Like, why I gotta do that? You shouldn't have to do that. But I still showed him love at the end of the day. Now, had my son not gotten the x-ray, something dangerous was gonna happen. My son didn't have pneumonia. But they found that the Broviac was coming out of his chest. And being that the Broviac was coming out of his chest, it could have gotten infected and set us back even further. So they fixed it right away. Had I not fought for what's right, had I not fought for the x-ray, had I not fought, then my son might not be here. When you want something in life, you gotta fight. And it may not be easy. A lot of times it's going to be hard. But when you want something in life, you go for it. When you want something in life, you go fight. When you want something in life, you go win that victory. I knew right then and there, yeah. entering in a new decade, everybody. We entering in a new decade. I knew right then and there, as soon as I heard those words that your son has cancer, listen, we're going to push that to the side. We reject that. My son's going to win this fight. My son's going to win. He already won. Have it in your mind that the victory is already won. Have it in your mind that everything is already done. They said that my son was going to be in the hospital for over 300 days. Because we set the atmosphere, we filled that positivity up, we filled the room up with love. My son beat cancer in 149 days and now he's cancer free. So I'm here to tell you, as you guys enter 2020, they sit there and say that you guys are the future. They say that you're the future. Well, I had a talk with my man Brandon Farbstein, and he claims that you guys are the right now. He said you're right now. You're not the future, because guess what? You're already here. So the time is now. Look at the person next to you and tell them we got work to do. Look at the other person next to you and tell them we got work to do. For the future doctor that's in the room, for the future nurse that's in the room, for the future lawyer that's in the room, for the future basketball player that's in the room, the future football player that's in the room, for the future president that's in the room. We got work to do, and now's the time to take it to the next level. And if you're ready, when we change the mind, when we change the mind, are you ready for 2020? Are you ready for 2020? If you're ready, say alright. Say alright. My name's Kenny Clutch, that's my time.